Now it's time for the fun part. I get to add content or items to my collection. So I'm going to start by putting in some text. I'd like to make this a H1. So an H1 is your first or your largest heading. An H2 would be your subheading beneath that. So I'm going to make this my largest heading. So I'm going to put that first, H1. You have your other ways to change your text: bold, italic, underline. You can make it a bulleted list, change the alignment, or add in a link. So my heading is going to be types of ice cream. And beneath that, I'd like to add more text. This time it's going to be a H2, and I'm going to put ice cream flavors. And then I might also want to include more text. These are things to help me organize my thoughts. Make it another subheading, and ice cream brands. Okay, so underneath ice cream flavors, I might want to put, how about something from YouTube? And so I want to search most popular ice cream flavors. This one's from 7 months ago, 2 years ago, 5 months ago. I think I'll pick this one. Now this is something where I'd want to view my content. So I'd go ahead and check that, see if that's what I really wanted. If I did, I'd keep it. If I didn't, I could edit it. And I can also change some of the text in here too. So if this isn't what I wanted to say, you can edit it, and then you're able to change out the image or the words. So that's kind of cool because this is my content. So it's not, I don't own it, but it's my interpretation of it. So I'm able to restructure it in a way that helps me remember why I put this here. So after I watch it, I might want to change the text so that when I'm seeing this, it's personalized to me rather than just the description from YouTube. But for now, I'm going to keep it as is. So maybe I have ice cream flavors from YouTube. Maybe I'd like to add in maybe I'd like to add in my own list. And I might start with my give some personal information. Here's my favorite ice cream flavors. So that would go under there as well. And you can add all sorts of things. Notice how if you click add, you can see that there's bookmarks. So right now I don't have a bookmark for ice cream flavors, but let's say I did, or anything ice cream. I could take, any of my bookmarks from my toolbar. I could actually put all of that in here by just adding in the whole bookmark instead of adding in each link separately. Or maybe a PDF, and anything in Google Drive. So let's say that I had, let me look for, sorry, I'm going to go out to a new tab and grab a link real quick. Sorry about this. I'm just searching something up real quick. And so I'm actually going to remove this one. I don't want that here, but let's go to ice cream brands. I just picked a link that I wanted to add in, and it tells me all of Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavors. So I could actually just paste the URL right in there and write Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavors. And voila, I now was able to add that link directly inside of my Wakelet. If I did the URL by itself and didn't write that text, then it would have shown up with the website's image and text. Notice how there's no image that shows up here. So if I look here, I could edit it. It says 1 of 3, which I don't want any. Oh, there they are. They're just taking a while to load. Okay, so they were fine. They were just taking a while. So I'll leave that and I'll actually get rid of what I had here because, oops, because what I put here, I like better just putting the website itself and using the text that it had. So I'm going to try to hover over this the right way so that I can get rid of it. I don't know if you guys can see that trash can flashing, but it keeps disappearing on me. How do I get it? So actually, I'm having a hard time getting that trash can. Maybe if I change my... Oh, I almost had it. Almost had it. There we go. So I can delete that from my collection and just stick with this example here, and I'd probably add in more as well. So that's enough just to show you, but there's other things you can do as well. You can always add in from Drive, so I can connect to my Google Drive. You might the first time have to sync it. And then I don't have anything in my Google Drive about ice cream. Actually, I might have one assignment that I made. Let's see. No, it's not really coming up. All right, so I thought I had one about ice cream. Looks like I don't, but let's say that I wanted to put a Jamboard that I made, or I wanted to put in a Google Doc I made. I could click on any one of these, push select, and it would add it in for me here on my board, in my collection, excuse me. Same thing with I can put images in here. I can either upload it from my computer, or I can choose one from the library that they have. We won't really be using OneDrive because our school accounts aren't connected to OneDrive. But if we had a OneDrive, or if you did, you could add that. Let's say you wanted to create your own video right now. You could connect to Flipgrid, make your own video of you eating an ice cream, add that in. Maybe you wanted a tweet, or we did a YouTube example already. So those are really your choices. And you can add all this content. When you're done, you may decide you want to change the layout. You can't change your layout until you have content in there. So here, if I want to change my layout, I might decide I want it to be grid view, and it would change it, showing me, it put my H1, my heading with my subheading, with all the content below it. This one doesn't feel as organized to me for this circumstance. Let's see if I go to compact view. Very similar to before. These are just smaller than they were last time. And then if you wanted to go see what it looks like, you can always just click done, and you'll be able to see it without the editing portions of it. And that's what it will look like to other people. All right, have fun. Go make your boards. Go make your collections, excuse me.